Hello everyone, my name is Ravindra and I welcome you to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are seeing the CRUD operation with SharePoint by using Power Automate. We will create a new record. We will see how to read that record in Power Automate, how to update the record, and also see how to delete the record as well. So let's go to the Power Automate without wasting time. So for the learning purpose, I'm using manually trigger flow and give a name to this flow CRUD operation in SharePoint. So let's click on the create here. So in this video, we are using the new designer because old designer might in future Microsoft will remove that. So that's why we are using. So let's go in the standard connectors. In the standard connectors, we have the SharePoint. So first we are creating the record. So let's we go and use here one of the action for the creation. Okay, so we have the create item action. So let's we find that here you can see create item. So I just star this as well. Okay, and just click on the that action. Let's I drag it here so you can view this flow as well and also increase the size of my browser so you can easily read as well. So if you see, it is asking the site address list name. Okay. So site address, if you click on this, so all the site will list here. So from this you can select. If your site is not listing here, so you need to use the enter custom value. And in custom value, if you go to your SharePoint, okay, let's go to the home tab first. So this URL you need to add it here. So let's add the URL. So we added the URL. Then we have the list name. So let's I click on the list name. So all the list is available here. Okay. If your list is not available and you are not able to view that, so you can use the last option, custom enter. So you can add it. So we have the user data we are using in this CRUD operation. So let's say go to the SharePoint and let's go to the user data. And in this user data, you can see the currently we have the zero record. So let's we go and create one record here. If you click on the show all action, so all the title, email, reporting manager, claims, all the columns will display here. Then let's go and add some information. So friends, let's add information and get back to you. So friends, if you see, I just fill the all the information, title, email, reporting manager, department, all the information we are added. And if you want to see the, if you want to limit the columns, you can use the do not use all the columns. If you want to see the all the column, in that case you can use all item. It will showcase you the all the items. If I just click on the show all, so friends, let's go and now save our flow here. Let's test our flow and let's see record is creating or not. So let's I click on the test. So if you see friends, I just sign into the Microsoft SharePoint. If you want to use any service account, then you can click on the add new connection and provide your service account details here. Let's click on the continue and let's click on the run flow. Click and done. So if you see, my flow is run successfully, and if I go to SharePoint and just do the hard refresh here, so record is created here. Okay. So now I want to read this record, friends. Okay. So for the reading purpose, if I let's I go and click on the edit, let's click on the plus icon. Let's go to the one more time SharePoint connectors. Okay. And in SharePoint connectors, we have the two actions. Okay. To get this. First one is we have the get items. So by using this, we will get all the items in that list. We will see this as well when we run our flow in the next actions. Okay. Then we also have the get item action. So this one. So this is used to extract the single record. So currently we want to extract the single record. So we are using the get item action. The same thing, I provided the site address, also provided the list name. Then we need to pass an ID to identify which record we need to fetch. We can directly give the dynamic content as well here, ID, or if you don't have any dynamic content, then you can simply go to your SharePoint and the ID column is hide currently, but if you click here, okay, ID, so this number you can directly pass it here as well, okay, it will work fine. Let's click on the show and we need the all the columns, don't hide anything, so we are using this one. Use all items, use all columns, do not limit. And if you use this view, okay, all item view, so in that case this all item view only columns will came in that outcome. So let's go and click on the test here, save and test. So if you see friends, our flows run successfully, and if you go in the output section of this, so we are getting the in the body, okay, we are getting the enter record. So in that we have the ID, title, you can see this is the title, email ID, and all the information we have. Okay, so we see how to create the record, how to get the record, and now we will see how to update the record. So for that purpose, we also have one built-in action in the SharePoint. So let's go to the SharePoint and use your update action. So similarly, we will provide the site address here, list name, unique identifier I've been giving manually now, so you can understand and learn. So title I want to change. We are updating title. So others column I not need to update, so I will keep it as it is. And let's click on the test here. See it is working properly or not. Let's click on save and test, run a flow. So if you see friends, our flow is run successfully and we also updated an item. So let's we go to the SharePoint and let's refresh the our list. In list we have the three records currently, and the first one with the ID 1 we are updated successfully. Now we see how to read these all the three records in single go as well. So for that purpose we have get items action. We will use that standard SharePoint get items. In this, we will use the list site, list name, user data, and if I click on the show all, so if you want to filter any column, okay, so I want the columns with the title. This is title only, so this text I need. So we can use the OData filter query as well. So let's I type there title equal to, in the string format we'll pass the name string, okay, and we I want top 10 count, so we can pass it here. And if you want to limit the view, okay, you can limit, means if you need all the items, means that view you can use. So I'm not limiting here, and let's click here and test it, we are getting two records or not. Let's see this. So you can see friends, our flows run successfully. And in get item, if I go in the output section, We have received the second item here, okay, ID 2. And if I go more down, so we receive the ID 3. So two records we received successfully, unless we go and delete the first record here, friends. Okay, so let's go to the standard. In the standard, we'll use SharePoint. Here is delete item action, and we will use the ID here. So first record, let's we delete, and let's click on the test here. Save and test. So our flows run successfully, friends. Let's go to the SharePoint and let's refresh the our list. So if you see, our record is deleted here. Okay, with ID 1 we not have any record, and in this way we see all the things. Okay, CRUD operation with the SharePoint. If you have any question, any doubt, you can ask me in the comment box, friends. Keep learning, keep growing, keep exploring. Thank you.